Hello, hello. Good afternoon, good day. This is Saturday, December the 12th, and I am here with some amazing talent. I have the brilliant Calina Palmer and Demar Douglas, and we're going to talk today about how kingdom culture is affecting the millennials, how kingdom culture is affecting business, and how each business owner bring their amazing talent and skill to the market. My name is Valerie Adams, and I want to welcome you all to the Writers Forum. Thank you so much for being here on today, and we're just gonna have some fun and talk about what's going on in the market. Calina, I see you have some amazing products here. Can you tell us a little bit about what you do, who you are, and how you are affecting the market today?
Okay, I'm Calina. I'm a licensed cosmetologist. I'm also an entrepreneur. These are my products. I'm the founder and owner of Demar Hair and Beauty Products. I have created products for men, women, and children. These are natural, healthy, all organic products. I have beard products for men, and I have hair growth oil. I have beard butter. I just have a full male grooming kit. And also for my ladies that are into healthy hair care, I have shampoos, conditioner, hair growth oil for you as well. I'm also a part-time chef. I have a cooking channel on YouTube. It's called CP Kitchen. Make sure you guys subscribe to my channel. Also, I am a boot camp instructor for a boot camp. It's a women's empowerment boot camp, fitness camp, where I teach ladies how to make healthier eating choices. Also, have fun while working out and losing weight. Because a lot of people don't like to go to the gym. So I created my own environment because I wanted it ran a certain way. So, and what else do? I do so much, sorry.
Oh, okay, we gonna come back to you now. Hold up,
Okay.
You said a lot.
Okay.
You said a lot right there. So what's the name of your hair care product line?
Demar Hair and Beauty is the name of my products.
All right, and where can we find those products? If we're listening in right now, where can we find those products?
I have a website that's linked into my hair page. You have that link, right?
I do, but just tell the people where they can find it, the name of the product.
Yeah, you can find it. You can find it on my website. It's connected on any social media platform that I'm on. The name of my Instagram is Demar_beauty. And you can just click the link in my bio and it'll take you right to my website and you can purchase these products.
Amen. And you said something, you started boot camp, you said you want it done a certain way. So I like that if they don't do it like you want, you create your own, right?
Yeah, so what happened with me is that I kept going to different workout places and I would be with all these different women and you wouldn't even like build connections or bonds with these ladies. If I seen them walking down the street, I'd be like, hey, that's the girl from the class, but I don't even know her name. So I wanted to do something a little different. I said, I'm gonna create my own space and we're gonna have women that are going to build real bonds, real connections with one another. And if you see that young lady outside of the boot camp, you'll be like, that's my sister. Or that's my sister from Pretty Girl Boot Camp. Okay. Other than that's just the girl that stands next to me and we working out together. So I want people to feel comfortable about working out no matter how big they are, no matter how small they are. I like to uplift ladies and make them feel good about themselves.
Great.
So great. It's definitely a women's empowerment.
That is definitely a women's empowerment, because we've gone through this whole social distancing over the last couple of years going on, right? And so it's kind of hard to build those relationships back when you are when you step back. I think that's great. I think that's an awesome thing. And we're going to come back to you. I know you got one more hot thing that you're doing over there. We're going to come back and talk about your TikTok in a minute. So
I forgot about that.
Well, you forgot about that. I didn't. Hold on. Demar, how are you doing today?
Hey, what's going on? I'm blessed. Thank you.
Great and great. And I think it's so amazing that, you know, how the internet and social media can connect and reconnect us. I met Demar through, I met Demar when I picked up one of his books that he did an illustration for Michael Collier. And he did the book for Michael Collier. And I said, oh, this is some great, great, great work. And the name of that book was, what was the name of that book? I have it here.
I knocked on the door. I knocked on the door. Knocked on the door of the White House, and a black man answered.
I knocked on the door of the White House and a black man answered. And that's when President Barack Obama was in the office, and met Michael Collier at a networking event out in the National Harbor at a power network event. So I thought it was very important to connect and stay connected, and didn't know that I was going to actually get to meet you live and in person here on a platform, but I really appreciate you, appreciate your work. And can you tell us a little bit more about what you do? I know you're an awesome artist, a graphic artist as well, and we're going to share some of your work here.
All right. I am a professional illustrator, also fine artist and art instructor. So what I do between juggling those three workloads and whatnot is I run a studio called Cloudscape Studios. We produce, well, currently I'm illustrating for other clientele. So I'm into 20 plus books, children's books, novels, what else? Doing a few comic books, CD covers for some of your favorite artists, some local artists you probably haven't heard from different parts of the country. I also do graphic design, website design, and anything visual. Like that's my bag. With Cloudscape Studios, what we're doing is I'm bringing in a team of people to where we can start developing my own brand of children's books. So if you want to look at me as kind of in the vein of like Black Walt Disney in the children's book space, that's what Cloudscape Studios is producing. So we have some incredible properties that we're creating, really fun stuff. So I'll keep you posted on all that. Also teach paint parties. I travel around the country to do those, and sometimes I do them via Zoom. Depends on what the client's looking for. I also teach art classes in person upon request.
Okay, and you say cloud, did you say cloud
Cloudscape.
space?
Yeah, with a K.
With a K, cloud space,
Yeah,
okay.
okay.
So I know that your handle is you're the painter of dreams.
Yes, ma'am.
Can you tell us a little bit about how you stepped into that whole art and that whole gifting as an artist?
Yeah, I mean, it's it's rumored, as legend has it, that if you like when they did my mom's sonograms and whatnot, that those actually finger paintings in her womb. That's legend. That's what legend has, right? But I've been doing art since I was a kid. My first business was like in third grade, where I was basically doing drawings for my classmates for extra milk money. And a couple of extra bucks for comic books or whatever. So drawing the Spider-Man or Ninja Turtles, whatever, and hustle them out. And then I gathered up some of the best artists in my school. And we started doing comic books. We seen a very lack of Black superheroes, so we started developing our own superheroes. We make photocopies in the library and sell copies of our comic strips or comic books to our classmates. So I've always kind of had this hustler, get it type of mentality, even as a kid, so it's always it's just been in me. I remember one story, brief story, when I was in elementary, one of my teachers was like, art's great and everything, but artists don't make money until they die. And I'm like, how is that possible? And I know she was basing it off of quote unquote the Renaissance artists and things people probably heard about Leonardo da Vinci, Michelangelo, so forth. But I'm like, how does it make any sense when all these comic books, cartoons are on TV in the bookstores? Cars had to have been drawn, buildings are drawn. So art is everywhere. It's just how you apply it. So you can be an artist and do architecture, car design, road design, that's a career. T-shirts we wear, fashion design. I mean, it's everywhere. So just, pick your poison and have at it. So she never came at me with that again. so, so I'm living testimony of my dreams.
That's right. That's right. It's so interesting when you have a passion for something, you can't get away from it. And I noticed that when I went to your website and looked at, you're not only are you doing art, you're doing graphics, right? Are you doing like digital graphics for comic books, and you can also set that up like for cartoons? Is that what you're working on, the animations?
Not necessarily animation, but definitely, like an animation look, but delving into children's books, comic books, in addition to my fine art side. So, I mean, I live, breathe, and bleed art. Everything is art. And I'm looking at your face right now, and I see circles, triangles, squares, and it's everything I see is art.
Oh, wow. 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 That's amazing. Hey, draw me a picture. Look, do me a picture. Do me some artwork.
Flipped up.
Also, I see that you've worked with a lot of great people in the industry, such as Michael Collier, Corrupt,
Yes.
Badass, Glasses. Is that Glasses Malone? What is that?
Glasses Malone. He's basically a West Coast gangster rapper. He was affiliated with Mac 10,
Okay.
Dr. Snoop Dogg.
Okay, great. Darius Gray, Clifton Powell, Roz Cass, Wordsworth, and a host of others that you've done some illustrations and worked with, and just some animations and character design. So I applaud you. And with the Writers Forum, we bring all types of creatives to the platform. And what I did, I like to gift, a marketing or a coaching session to 2 people at the end of the year, just to get their market and get their work out. But you guys are already established, so it's just an honor to have you on the platform, just to share a little bit about what you do and how you are affecting the market. Another thing I noticed, Demar, that you have a quote from Frederick Douglass, and it says, without struggle, there can be no progress. Talk a little bit about some of the encounters some struggles that you encountered, just trying to, I think, shift lanes, maybe in this millennial era and in this pandemic, if any.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, as far as when that quote spoke to me, I was quite much younger lad. But it steadily pushed me. So anytime I seen adversity or dealt with adversity, it was, okay, how do I navigate this? And I always liken it to, if I'm driving from New York back to Los Angeles, and there may be roadblocks, there may be detours, there might be accidents. But as long as I know I'm going from east to west, as long as I keep pushing, I'm gonna, get there one way or another, whether even if, saying whatever traffic obstacles I have to come across, you know what I mean? So even during this pandemic, like, everything shut down. So me going out doing jazz festivals, I set up booths at jazz festivals and sell my art. That changed because of the pandemic, doing paint parties, that changed. And just going out doing, gallery shows, everything shut down. But being the kind of innovative person I am, I started doing online art classes, figuring out how to utilize like Zoom, Facebook Live for that portion. And then as far as like the gallery side, I upped my my website presence. So now, even though, I mean, I always had it to where you can buy my artwork online, but now I have integrated some new marketing options and easier to shop on my website. So now it's you still have access to my artwork. And then as far as the like the transition to being more online versus in person. I mean, the illustration, you know, at the time, to be honest, a lot of people, you know, are losing their jobs or getting their hours cut. So a lot of people started pursuing their passions, their businesses, because not only did they have the time, but they also kind of had to, because, you know, money was coming up short. So where it wins on me being the versatile artiste that I believe myself to be, people would need to have their whole graphics package put together. So they'll need a business logo. They'll need business cards. I design all that. If they're doing t-shirt companies, I do t-shirt designs. People start writing their children's books, whether it's with a small publisher, large publisher, or self-publishing. I provide all those illustration services and put everything together. So and then even the, you know, the graphic, putting the words and the typesetting, and so it's a one-stop shop. So I didn't get hit hard by the pandemic because I evolved.
Yeah, that creative energy is just kind of shifted. And yeah, so I love that. I love that. I'm gonna get to now. If you're listening now, you can go to demardouglas.com and click on his link. He has a lot of great art there. Of course, he's on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok under his name, Demar Douglas. And we're going to share some of that art in just a few minutes. Great. Calina,
Yes.
you talked about TikTok. Tell us a little bit about your um, organic market that you grew and how you grew your market on TikTok.
Okay, it's TikTok is crazy because how I grew my account to, I'm now at 114,000 followers, right? And none of those videos that I created has anything to do with my products or anything that I do as far as, you know, me being an entrepreneur or whatever. So I got on TikTok and people were acting like TikTok was for kids. That's how they were talking to me, like, oh yeah, you TikTok famous, yeah, big deal. I'm like, I'm doing some of the same stuff on TikTok that I was doing on Instagram and nobody paid attention to me. So I'm like, maybe they don't want to hear nothing that I got to say. Maybe I ain't interested, you know? So I get on TikTok and I just start being myself. I showed up as me. I started just organically just making videos and people just gravitated to me. And my followers, they just started going up and up. And then once I found my niche and what they liked, I just ran with it. So I definitely, I do a lot of reenactments, Black movies. I'm a quote unquote comedian. So I like to make people laugh. I like to make people smile. And then I ask questions periodically, relationship questions. I find that they find that interesting. Sorry, y'all.
You're fine.
Throat a little dry, sorry.
So what was that question or the video that kind of blew you up and you looked up and you had 50,000-60,000 followers?
Oh yeah, so I have a couple videos that are going viral right now. I asked one question that I didn't know was going to be so interesting to people. I asked if you were dating a young lady or woman and kept her appearance up, nice looking lady, hygiene on point, everything. And then later on down the line, as y'all dating, you find out that she smokes cigarettes. Would you still date her? Or would you not? So that is at 16,000 comments right now. And I'm like, it's just a simple question, you know, but it's interesting to people, you know.
Right.
That's just one of the questions, you know. I ask a lot of different stuff, but yeah. So a lot of people are saying different things. Like some men are on there saying, that's a deal breaker. I'm done.
Mm-hmm.
And you got some men that say, I'll work through it with her if she's willing to stop. you know, and then you have some men that's saying, I smoke too, you know, so it's just different things. But I try to incorporate my products because, of course, now that I got 100,000 followers, I'm like, how can I incorporate my products to actually make some money now, you know?
Right, right.
So when I bring it to my posts, I don't get no likes. They like, hold on, this is foreign because you started us on this and now you throwing this up there, like they don't really understand. So what I do is go live. So when I go live, I built a whole community on my live, and then I can tell people about my products. And I have TikTok, I have sold the most hair products on TikTok, not Instagram, not Facebook. Actually, TikTok has grown all of my accounts, from my Instagram to my Facebook. If it wasn't for TikTok, I wouldn't even have the followers on the other social media platforms. So I got a real community over there, you know.
That's
and
good.
once you get a bond with people, because people buy people first and they buy products second. People don't want to be sold all the time, you know, with your products in their face, like buy this, buy this, buy that, you know. So what I do is I try to make funny jokes about it. Like, you know, y'all got them hard beards. Y'all scratching your girlfriends when you go down there and you giving her a kiss. She tired of being scratched up. So, you know, tap in with me. Let me soften that beard for you, moisturize it, and get it right, you know? So I got what you need. I got that beard juice, you know? So I just try to make, you know, fun of it because people don't want to be sold. A lot of people sell beard products, you know? So I have to figure out what makes mine different from everybody else's. Like, why should I buy your beard products? Everybody sell beard products, you know? So I try to definitely incorporate everything about it. Also, when he said the pandemic, and a lot of people were struggling with things during the pandemic, this is when I created my products. I created my products during the pandemic. I'm a hairstylist. I work San Francisco, California. I've always been hand-on in the salon. I've always wanted my own products, but I never had the time. Because it was like I have a high clientele. So it was like customer after customer. So I'm doing customers' hair and I'm telling them, go to the beauty supply and get X, Y, and Z. So I'm putting money in other people's pocket. When I can have products, when you come get your hair done, you can use the same thing I'm using on you. And it's a one-stop shop. So during the pandemic, I'm sitting at home. I'm like, this is the perfect time. Like, what you waiting on? Get up, put your product together, do your research. My daughter does my logos. And I just start bottling it up. And it's been a hit ever since. Yeah.
Wow. So the pandemic caused you to create and live out a passion that you've always wanted to do anyway. I think that's great. Great. Oh, wow. That is amazing. So it's so, you know, when I hear the stories, we don't know what we're going to talk about. So I just let people talk when we come on. And when I hear the stories, I just hear that God will give you, your gift will make room for you. You know, your gift will open up doors. You said something so important. You said, I just be myself. I just showed up as myself, not trying to do anything other than who you are. I think that's so authentic. And I think it's so important that when you build that organic following, you know, they stick with you. It's not like you got to pull people along to see, they actually stick with you. So, you know, you caused me to get a TikTok account. I started a TikTok account myself. I said, I don't know.
Oh, yeah. You should do it.
Oh, I did. I was like, okay, we'll just do a little bit. But we're gonna go on and I'm gonna pull up this site. Let's see. All right, we're gonna share some of this. Are y'all able to see that? Because I got a lot going on here.
Yes.
That. Stop that. Let me see. What's this? Bear with me. This is what I want right here. Oh, I love merch. I do. And I want to open this up, Demar, so you can talk about some of the things that you have on your website. Can you guys see that?
Yeah, I can see it, yes.
See it? Okay. My screen is really looking weird. Okay, so. Bear with me. Okay. You say you can see this, right?
Yeah, showing the home screen of the hoodies collection.
Absolutely, absolutely. So when I clicked on your site, I saw the Ford this right here. I'm trying to get back to it.
Actually, I think I have a metal print of that piece if you want to check it out live.
You do?
Yeah, I have a metal piece I'm about to ship out to somebody. Let me back up so you can see.
Sure, sure. I was so amazed at this balance. Like he's holding the scales, and I don't know why I'm not able to get back to this picture. Yes. Talk to us a little bit about that creation, and you guys can go to demardouglas.com and click on his website and look at this live painting that he did. Yeah,
sorry. You see,
yeah,
okay.
I can see it. That is amazing. And he's holding the scales or feathers.
Yes. That is in ancient Egypt when they drawn a blank on the name of. Oh, let me set this to the side. 1 second. All right. So yeah, so he's holding the scales kind of like Liberty scales. So that was inspired by well, the Lady Liberty Justice scale when she's holding the scale. And then also with the feather, there was a point when I don't want to mispronounce the name of the Egyptian god. I want to say it was a newt or something like that. But it was he would hold your feather would have to be as light as your heart would have to be as light as a feather for you to enter the pearly gates. So it was like a judgment of how heavy your heart was with bad deeds or good deeds. So the two feather symbology that I was trying to create was showing basically like a dark melanated feather versus like a lighter feather or the white feather, kind of like not white as in Caucasian white, but white as in like just purity, so to speak. Yeah. So it's showing that that his like it's called the kind of yeah, just like kind of like the Liberty Scales, you know what I mean?
Yes,
And
yes.
in the back it has a
judgment. The judgment.
Yeah, it's judgment. Yeah. It's called the painting's called the equilibrium. So I was playing on words with sound, and then also equal rights, freedoms, justice. And I did my depiction of George Floyd. Got a huge mixed response, which I expected. With the case and everything else, and how he was being portrayed in the media versus how people that actually knew him had a different perspective. And I'm a BLM supporter, so I'm here for that. So it was kind of everybody was kind of doing pictures of him with him just with the hoodie on, or him being choked out or whatever, and I didn't want to portray him in his moment of, I guess, defeat. So I wanted to portray him in the after with Jesus in the background and the light and Jesus' light shining out over him. So if you zoom in, or if you saw it when I was holding it up, there's the natural Jesus that's being described in Revelation with the bronze feet and melanated skin. So yeah, so it's that. So it was real controversial, but can't please everybody,
Like
and
the
I'm here for me.
depiction. Yeah, I like that depiction, and I like equilibrium. I like that. I like that.
Thank you, thank you.
And I'm now on the comic book page where you have the Dreamer collection as well. And there was one particular thing stood out to me. Osaka. Talk to me about Osaka. Osaka.
Was that the Star Wars one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, shock. Oh, okay, yes. Yeah, that's a fan art.
Am I pronouncing it wrong? Wait a minute. Am I pronouncing it wrong?
The orange girl.
Yeah, she got the hat on with the swords.
Yeah. Ashaka. Yeah, she's from Star Wars. So that was my fan art depiction of Rosario Dawson has taken on the role of that character in the Disney Plus Star Wars Mandalorian, then a spinoff. So that was my depiction of Rosario Dawson as that character. I had was doing a series of historically, there hasn't been a huge presence of African Americans in sci-fi superhero genres until more recent. Of course, the Black Panther thing, which is huge, and then we were typically what, aliens.
Mm-hmm.
You always see the green people, the blue people, even half of even Captain Kirk, right? I don't know how into sci-fi you are, but he was one of the first interracial, intergalactic daters ever on TV, because he'd have the green girlfriend, the orange girlfriend, and a lot of the times those are played by women of color, which is a snub in some regards and advancements in some regards as well. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to speak to that kind of have a celebration of us coming into the futuristic realm, and that kind of ties into society. You see where we're going with this whole meta thing, virtual AR, augmented reality, all that stuff. So we're all kind of moving forward into the future. So that whole piece was kind of just to speak to the birth or the emergence of Black people in space.
Good. And this Ronin, the last Ronin.
Oh, that's that Ninja Turtle piece.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was just a fun piece. It kind of took me back to my childhood, doing pictures from all my classmates. That piece is well in the Ninja Turtle series right now. I don't know if you read comic books or not, but 3 of the 4 Ninja Turtles are murdered, and the final one becomes the last Ronin, which is Michelangelo. So I wanted to do a piece to that. So it was a throwback to my childhood and a fun piece to put up at the Comic Cons and stuff like that. So yeah, so those some fun pieces.
Now, are you into NFTs at all? This new age of we talked about the meta world. Are you into the NFT artwork space?
Actually, I am.
Yeah. Tell me more. Tell me more.
So I'm on my. I got hired to do a piece, which they hired me up front, like typical illustration. And then it was a 3-way collaboration with what's his name? He has a company. His name's Miguel. I'm trying to think of his company. I'm trying to shout out Miggy Cryptos or something like that. But anyways, he has an online art gallery that he's developing, and we collaborated with Crypto Stash, and we had did this Matrix Morpheus kind of vibes for this. He's a NFT influencer named Crypto Stash. So I did the illustration and kind of had the Matrix background and stuff like that. So we put it up and it sold out in 20 seconds. So it's a pretty nice little play. And I mean, it's the most money I've ever made in 20 seconds, which was several $1,000s. You know what I mean? So I was like, this is cool. So I got hired to do another one with them. So that's gonna be dropping, I think, first quarter next year. And I'm also working, I can't put the name out yet.
Sure.
I'm working on this, I'm under contract.
Sure.
But I'm working with this, we're doing, you see how sometimes they have those ones called bored apes, and they have like the base ape, and then it has different variations of hair color and outfits. So we're doing this project for one of my clients. Gonna be super dope. Like I'm really putting my foot in this, you know, it's fire. And then I have I have one for myself that's coming out that's gonna have the whole variations as well. And then first or second quarter, I'm gonna complete my Black Cowboy collection, which is gonna be NFT and traditional artwork together. So you buy the NFT, you're getting like a canvas print of the Black Cowboy collection. So it's gonna be got a lot of dope things lined up.
Yes.
Thanks.
Oh, that is amazing. That is so amazing. Okay, so Miss Calina, what's going on TikTok today? What you gonna do? What you do today on TikTok? What is
doing? Well, you know, it's pretty early here, so you know, we started at 9 o'clock here. I haven't done anything on TikTok today.
Okay. Okay.
I'll
Now you don't do it
usually-
every day, right? You don't go on it.
I do it every day. I go live about 3 times a day.
Oh,
yeah. I wake up with them, you know, like they really think they know. Like not like that, but like that. Like we be hanging out, and you know what they say every time they come in there, they say, "You got one of the best lives I've seen on TikTok." And I'm like, it's a lot of people on TikTok. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, huh? So I take that into consideration. And they just said, you know, you just seem cool, down to earth. You know, a lot of people will judge you on the outside looking in. They see your content and they think, oh, she might be stuck up, a little bougie, you know, but once people get to know you, start talking to people, they see that you down to earth, you know, they kind of open up and gravitate to you. And I just go on there, I listen to a little music. I may block a few people, you know, every now and then it'd be a few trolls come in and say some stuff. And I maybe I push that button. I've learned how to block people while I'm on live. So I just push one button and it's over.
Do you clap back though?
Huh?
Do you clap back periodically?
Periodically I do. You know
you
why? They be like, but you know, like my people in my live, and then also majority of my followers are men. I don't know how it happened like that, but majority of my followers are men. I see the women coming in every now and then, and they're starting to follow me now, which is cool. Because I want to talk to my queens too, you know, but the men, I got a lot of male followers. But my followers will get on them. Like before I even say anything, my followers will be like, block him, you know, and sometimes I say stuff and sometimes I don't, because I realize every situation does not deserve a reaction, you know, so I can't let everybody get under my skin. But every now and then I'm gonna let you know, stop playing with me. Like right. I just look like this, but stop playing with me.
That's right.
You know.
So tell me about this plant-based cooking that you do, your cooking show.
Okay, so so I have a catering company. It's called CP Kitchen, CP Catering. So I started I started losing weight because I realized that I had got to a point in my life to where I got tired of looking at myself the way I was looking at myself. And my story a little different. I never had low self-esteem, and I still don't to this day, but I realized that I lost a lot of family members. I lost my great aunt. I lost my mother right after my great aunt, which was 2 years ago. And then my mom's only sister, which was a couple months ago. So this is like 3 of the matriarchs of my family completely gone. I have no big mamas, no grandmothers, nobody. So I was like, they were all like, due to bad healthy eating choices that they made in life. And I was like, we losing too many of our people. So who in the family is gonna break the generational curse? You know, I'm trying. It doesn't mean that it's working, but I'm trying, you know, but I'm gonna start with me first. So whether they want to do it or not, I'm gonna start with me. So I started to change my way of eating and I started losing weight. But I was losing weight, but I still noticed with eating the meat and stuff like that, I wasn't where I wanted to be. So I decided that I didn't want to eat meat anymore. So I started with getting rid of red meat first. Now my daughter is 26 years old. I haven't had a steak since she was 10 years old. So this is how long is like I just like completely started with that. Then I was like, okay, I'm gonna start with the ground turkey. Then I was done with that. Then I got down to fish and chicken. I was like, okay, I'm gonna cut the chicken was the struggle. I'm gonna just say that. The chicken, every now and then that chicken go up my nose and I be going into convulsions. I want to relapse, but chicken and then the fish. I went to pescatarian and then I decided I didn't want to do the pescatarian no more. So I went full, plant-based.
Mhm.
So I started cooking plant-based on my page. And I said, I'm gonna do recipes that are people's favorite dishes. This is how it helped me. Like if I want a pizza, I'm gonna make a pizza, but I'm gonna do it plant-based style. If I want a burger, I'm gonna eat a burger, but I'm gonna make it plant-based. So that's what helped me because some of the, plant-based and vegan food that I see, I don't like it. I'm gonna be honest. It look nasty. It don't have no flavor. And I'd be like, my food don't look like that, But I come from a family of cooks, and if you know how to cook, I feel like you can make anything taste good. So I bring flavor to my food, but also it's healthy. And I just did a peach cobbler waffle. It's all plant-based, coconut whipped cream. Like my food actually looked like something that even if you're not plant-based, when you see my food, you're gonna be like, I want to taste that. I definitely want to taste that. So now I'm doing a vegan sip and taste event. This is gonna be my first event, January 19th here in California. So I'm going to set it up to where people can come drink, mingle, taste vegan food. And hopefully I can get to the point to where I can do a cooking class and I can show people how to prepare these meals. Also, I decided to do this, the boot camp. And with my girls, I offer weekly meal preps. So if they want to get on a full plan, I provide weekly meal preps for them. I also blend shakes daily for them to have after class. Because I feel like you could give a class all day long. You could work out all day long. And if you don't have food to eat, you're going to eat out of convenience. You'll go work out and go right to that drive-through and get you a burger, So I want to provide more than just a space for my girls to come work out at. I want you to actually see some results, actually, learn how to eat. Because I learned and I'm still learning. I don't know everything, but along the way, I'm gonna help my girls. Everything that I learn, I'm gonna install in them. So I have my times where I go up and down. I don't eat perfect all the time, but for the most part, I pay attention to what I put in my body. And I'm not gonna allow myself to just put, I'm not gonna allow myself to just put anything in my body. And people always ask me about my skin. Your skin is so clear. You have on makeup. I don't wear makeup. I drink a gallon of water a day. That's my makeup is that I love water. I drink water on a day-to-day basis. I take vitamins. I take sea moss, bladderwrack, burdock root, echinacea, vitamin C, zinc, vitamin D. I mean, I'm just collagen. Everything that I need to do, as far as my body, my health, and my wealth, I'm paying attention to that because I've lost too many people in my family. And I'm just trying to, I be trying to help my family too, but, they still gonna eat their ribs, they still gonna eat their ribs.
I think Demar has a question for you.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, Yeah. I need to. You were in San Francisco.
I am.
Okay. Are you? Is your? I'm probably gonna highlight some of your beer butter. But also besides that, like I hear you on the eating different. I'm like the super carnivore,
Okay.
but I am mindful of the same things you're talking about with family members and yada yada, right? Um, do you have shipping options like for even for the food? Like I've seen people starting to take their catering from like the local, what's it, a 50-mile radius, give or take, wherever driving distance, to where they freezer pack stuff and can ship it out. Are you on that?
Where are you located?
I'm currently in Phoenix.
You know what? I haven't got to that point yet. And I'm hearing about this because I actually have a friend in Houston, Texas, and he's interested in getting the weekly meal preps. And I haven't got to that point yet. So until I do my research about that, then I will definitely be shipping, because I noticed that my clientele, even with my products, everything that I do, my supporters are outside of California.
I noticed that too.
Like it's crazy, like my products, every day I'm going to ship my products out to New York, Mississippi, Ohio, Minnesota. Like I rarely get customers right here where I'm at, and I'm okay with it, but I need to figure out, because also my smoothies, they're interested in those as well. So when I find out that, I will definitely tap in with you, and we can do a full consultation is what I do before I meal prep food for anyone, to find out your allergies, your likes, dislikes, and things of that nature. And then we can move forward.
I'd want to support. So.
Oh, thank you. And I love your art. I love your art. It's
amazing. Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. So we're gonna do this. Any thoughts before we go into our next segment? I'm not sure how we're gonna loop here, but I just don't want us to just stop. Any thoughts or inspiration that Demar, you want to share with artists that's following you, that's finding their sweet spot with NFTs? Any words of encouragement today?
As far as encouragement, I mean, it's basically just never give up. And that sounds super cliche, and that's what everybody says, but I saw this meme one time, and they had two guys digging, and there were one's on top, one's at the bottom, and they're digging for, I think, a diamond or something. And one is this close to getting the diamond, but he's dug as much as he's going to dig, and he's turned his back, walking back the other way. The other one is way further from getting to the diamonds, but he's still digging, and he's not giving up. So, I mean, I've gone through, what I'm saying, there's been times when, like after the recession or the housing crash, right? Was that 2008, 2010, something like that? Wall art took a huge hit. People are losing their houses. The last thing a lot of people are thinking about is decorating a house or walls that they might not have in 6 months by the time Bank of America catches up on their evictions. What I mean? So even dealing with, a huge drop in business, again, it's about reinventing yourself, transitioning, being the Will Smith of everything, from being the rapper, and then the funny guy, and then the serious actor, and then, what I'm saying, or the Jamie Foxx, where you can sing, act, tell jokes, be a comedian, and everything else, just being versatile and expanding and continuously moving forward, without letting society's woes take over you. It's like walking by faith, not by sight. And even like what Selena was saying earlier, as far as like sometimes your local people don't rock with you. I grew up Gary Demar Douglas, and people that know me, Gary Demar Douglas, a lot of them ain't rock with me my entire life. But oh yeah, I'm a support. When I can afford you, I'm gonna college you. And I was like, okay, that's cool. I have stuff starting off at like $20. So, but you in line for them Jordans and that iPhone though, and that's never a question. But outside of you know your immediate close circle, like that's why the internet's so important. Is there's a whole world. Like I might as well be Picasso, Jay-Z to a stranger. They don't know me personally. They just know my body of work, what I do, and my my aesthetics. I mean, if you want to be look at biblical about it, Jesus had difficulties with his close with his people.
That's
you know what I mean?
And he has some problems with his own folk, right?
You're right. So, that's telling in itself. You know what I mean? So the bottom line is just keep pushing, no matter what happens. You just gotta keep pushing. That's just it. Like I've had a lot of adversity, a lot from friends, family. Oh, you can't do this, and oh, they said that this and that. Let me show you how it is. Let me show you how it's done. So I've never stopped, and now I will never stop.
Never stop. So that's great, and you can find Demar Douglas at Demar Douglas on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. His artwork.
No, I don't have a Twitter. I don't have a Twitter.
You don't have Twitter?
I don't have Twitter now. I might still have Black Planet. I might still have. I'm just kidding.
Well, I tweeted you out. Look, they see you on Twitter because I put you on one of the advertisements. So on my Twitter,
okay,
you don't have a Twitter, but you don't have.
I deleted Twitter. Twitter wasn't working for me, so I got rid of it about a year ago.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, Instagram, Facebook, and I'm working on my TikTok. I'm gonna go steal some Selena's content.
Selena, we coming for you, girl. We coming for you.
Oh yeah, let me tell you about TikTok. As long as you got to be entertaining. People on TikTok like to be entertained, and I've been like that since I've been in middle school. I've always been the clown to make everybody laugh. So, and it's just my whole family ain't nothing but comedians. So, and it's authentic. It ain't that corny. Because it's a big difference. You got funny and you got corny. I don't like corny because it's not funny.
She said there is a difference. Okay.
There is a difference.
Well, I thank you both for being here today. Kingdom Culture Writers Forum thanks you. My heart is full because I did not know you guys had such great stories. There's always a story behind the art. It's always a story behind the product. And I just like that you keep it real and just keep it inspiring. So thank you, and Merry Christmas. And I will talk with you guys soon. Hey, Selena, what's your handle on TikTok? We got to give them that.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm gonna let y'all keep getting away with Selena, but it's Calina.
Oh,
Calina. Demar,
yeah.
Calina.
It's okay. People always say that.
Won't happen again. Won't happen again.
Okay. No, it's okay. So
what's that TikTok handle?
It's Lina So Sexy, LINA SOSEXY, all in one word. Lina So Sexy. One thing I'm gonna say, you definitely gonna laugh. The first couple videos that I pinned, just check them out. You definitely gonna laugh. Yeah, and follow me. Yeah.
Great. Well, I appreciate you guys, and I think we're good. I think we're good. And I do appreciate you guys coming on and hanging tight with me. And until the next Writers Forum, follow me, Kingdom Culture on podcast, Valerie 12C on Instagram, Val Adams on Facebook. And I'm all about the culture and bringing people together and making it work. We can't do it by ourselves.
Right.
We some people are here to connect other people and make it happen. So if I'm a connector for you, hey, I win and you win. We all win. So thank you guys for being here, and I appreciate you. And hold tight. 1